Dear viewers, 2 years ago, over 100 hospitals in Romania had to disconnect from internet amid a cyber attack. In an industry where minutes can become a matter of life and death of patients, the incident raised an uncomfortable question. What happens when the digital framework of essential services is attacked? It was called out as one of the worst cyber attacks on the healthcare sector, but it no longer feels exceptional. Bajaj Auto, just ahead of buyback, recently emerged amongst the biggest nifty losers after a cyber incident. A few weeks earlier, Tata Electronics was reportedly hit by hackers. Such events underline a shift that businesses are only beginning to appreciate. As factories, banks, hospitals, supply chains, and public services become more automated and connected, they also become more vulnerable and exposed. A labor strike builds over time. There are negotiations, warning signs, and a visible friction. A cyber attack can arrive overnight. A malware infection, stolen credentials, or compromised vendor can bring down the entire system before management has even understood what has happened. This is the less discussed side of AI and automation boom. The market has been focused on whether AI will reduce jobs, change software development, or disrupt IT services. Indian IT stocks have taken a sharp hit because investors are trying to estimate how much work will be automated and whether clients will spend less on outsourced technology services and how pricing models may change. Those are valid concerns, particularly for IT services and companies that depend on employee utilization, billing rates, and the volume of work outsourced by clients. But every disruption creates demand elsewhere. The question is not only whether AI will replace some technology work, it is also whether enterprises can safely implement AI, automation, and connected systems without making themselves vulnerable to the threat of a cyber attack. For most large organizations, there is no straightforward answer yet. A bank using AI for fraud detection needs far more than algorithm. It needs secure data, pipelines, identity and access controls, cloud or data center capacity, application security, monitoring systems, storage, backup, and compliance and processes. A hospital deploying connected systems has to protect patient data while ensuring that the critical applications remain available. A manufacturing connecting factory equipment to intelligent software must think about network security, endpoint protection, and business continuity. AI may simplify the front-end experience, but it makes the back-end architecture more complex. This creates opportunity for a set of businesses that rarely get the attention which is given to software developers, cloud platforms, or AI companies. These are the firms that help enterprises put together the underlying technology stack: cybersecurity, data management, cloud infra, monitoring, governance, and integration. One listed company operating in this part of the ecosystem is iValue Info Solutions. It is usually described as an IT distributor, which is not wrong, but the label can be misleading. A conventional distributor mainly manages the logistics, inventory, and channel reach. iValue operates in a more specialized segment which is known as value-added distribution. It works with global technology vendors, system integrators, and enterprise customers to combine products and softwares from different vendors into a usable solution. That may sound like a small distinction, but it is central to how enterprise technology is bought. No single OEM can solve every tech requirement of a large organization. A company may need one product for cloud security, another for identity management, another for endpoint protection, and so on. These tools must work with the customer's existing systems and with each other. Someone has to understand the architecture, test the products, demonstrate the solution, and support the system integrator during deployment. That is the layer where value-added distributors operate. iValue works with more than 115 technology vendors and over 866 system integrators. It has built more than 30 pre-integrated solution stacks across cybersecurity, data center, infrastructure, information and lifecycle management, hybrid cloud, and application lifecycle management. These combinations can be tested at its center of excellence before deployment. Now, this is not an investment recommendation for iValue. The broader idea is that as enterprises rush to adopt AI and automation, the demand for digital resilience may grow faster than many investors expect. Cybersecurity is only one part of that resilience. Data governance, cloud controls, disaster recovery, compliance, network visibility, application, and availability are equally important. In fact, AI could make these categories more relevant because it creates more data, more access points, more workloads, and more potential points of failure. Management at iValue argues that AI is a tailwind for this reason. It sees growing demand for governance, risk, and compliance. That view will need to be tested over time, but the logic is difficult to dismiss. The company's own business models offers a useful example of what investors should look for in this space. It avoids highly commoditized products where distribution is mainly about price and scale. Instead, it focuses on areas where technical knowledge, multi-vendor integration, and hand-holding matters. Software and services account for 70% of its revenue, while renewals and annuity income contribute more than 40%. There are limitations, of course. This is still a working capital intensive business. Revenue can be uneven because large enterprise deals do not arrive nearly every quarter. Margins are better than those of a pure distributor, but they are unlikely to resemble those of a software company. Competition from larger distributors moving into the solution led offerings also remains a risk. But iValue is a useful case study where second order effects of AI may emerge. The obvious beneficiaries of AI are expected to be chip makers, cloud providers, and companies building models. The less obvious beneficiaries may be the businesses that are helping enterprises secure, govern, and integrate all of it. As machines get smarter, the systems around them need to become more reliable, more visible, and far more secure. This is not a glamorous theme. It may not generate the level of excitement that is seen around an AI model or data center announcements. Yet, when the next cybersecurity incident shuts down and jeopardizes a hospital, a factory, a bank, or government system offline, digital resilience will stop looking like an expense but more of an essential infra. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.